that they were trying to limit the number of people that would get out, and so there was coordination problems.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you. I'm already weak. I'm already low on time, Joe. Cut him off, please. Cut him off now.
Cut him off. Shut him down. Billy Bob. Say something, Billy Bob. Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Where did Billy Bob go? Shoot. Well, we'll work on getting Billy Bob back.
That's a better lie.
Yeah.
You know, it's just better to say, oh, he disconnected.
Damn.
Oh, no, this is what we need to help the veterans.
Come on, man.
They don't have good internet. This is a veteran that went on to Newsmax to talk, and Newsmax got a little angry.
People on the left that want to try to blame President Trump. He wanted out of Afghanistan real bad. He was real frustrated not being able to get out, but he didn't pull out because he knew this would happen. In fact, we all did. I called it on this program. My 12-year-old son knew about it, and so I've got Americans there that...
Because he's listening to your crazy ass talk about it. Don't act like...
Yeah, you talk about it. You probably go home to your wife and start yelling about fucking Afghanistan.
He probably
like,
just.
So yeah, your kid's gonna know because that is your life.
He's gonna scream at his girlfriend in like 10, 20 years about how he was also like how they also messed up Afghanistan.
It's all your kids are gonna know about Afghanistan.
That are stuck. To me, that's a hostage situation. But Joe, I appreciate you working to get them out. I really do, and I wish you all luck in the world.
With due respect,
thank you for...
with due respect, Grant. I mean, like veterans, you know, being one, right, and our friends are over there.
Right.
We followed this closely from multiple administrations, and we know the Trump's administration's efforts here were fairly weak. That they were trying to limit the number of people that would get out, and so there was coordination problems.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you. I'm already weak. I'm already low on time, Joe. Cut him off, please. Cut him off now.
Cut him off. Shut him down.
He's just so aggressive. The moment he didn't even make a name. He just said, well, over several administrations, and he's just saying like they're all sort of ass. They're all sort of bad, and he's just like, fucking get him out of here.
Kill him.
Like it's so.
Shut him down.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's you know, this is how it's always been.
Saying like at least if it was something like CNN or Fox, there's like a little veneer of lies, just saying like, oh, you're breaking up, I can't hear you, or I'm out of time, I gotta cut it. Like he went with the I'm out of time, I gotta cut it immediately once he started replying, which is already. But you just say you're breaking up, but no, it's just get him off the air. Do like drone strike,
just cut him and just act like, wait, what happened? Oh, we'll try to get him back on the air, like if you just like, okay. Imagine if you just shut down the. Here, let me show you what I mean. Billy Bob, say something, Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Where did Billy Bob go? Shoot. Well, we'll work on getting Billy Bob back.
That's a better lie.
Yeah.
It's just better to say, oh, he disconnected.
Damn.
Oh no, this is what we need to help the veterans.
Come on, man.
They don't have good internet. Like you could have went about that a lot smoother.
I'm a press expert now. I just graduated, so I can now talk shit on their press presentation skills as a college graduate. Now I can act all snooty, and also make a slightly above minimum wage.
Probably does not have many graduates there. Well,
maybe, but they're all graduates from like Florida. Sorry, guys from Florida. You might be great, but man, they fucked you guys over.
Yep.
Newsmax. You're not gonna blame this on President Trump on my show. That's not happening.
You can't criticize our God King, dude. Okay, does this not give you North Korea vibes?
Don't be so much
the supreme leader,
and then you just get drone strike. Your family's forced to eat rats.
You're no longer allowed to go on state media.
Person would say it's like now you're forced to push trains for the rest of your life. Your whole family is subjected to eating poison until they die. Yeah, if Newsmax had their way, do not besmirch God, Emperor, King himself, the divine, the holy.
Listen, man, I just want to talk to this man. Media presentator to media presentator. You're never going to be his press secretary, my guy. No. You're too goddamn aggressive and too fucking weird.
I could see that happening, an aggressive commentator.
Yeah,
but then again, that he's just getting closer and closer. Right?
They're gonna pick a woman to do it.
Yeah,
they should pick a woman to do it, and that's usually what they do. He's gonna pick his daughter.
Oh, God.
He's gonna pick his freaking daughter to do the media shit, okay? You're not. You
Can't
can lick
imagine
the
being
asshole,
kid,
the
though.
boots.
Imagine growing up in his household.
No, but just like he can lick as much asshole as he wants, but he's not going to be press secretary. Okay? Because you gotta understand, for a journalist, that's it. Once you're a press secretary, you can just write books for the rest of your life. You can just talk about how you used to have a job for the rest of your life. That's it. But he can't get that. He has to work on Newsmax.
Hey, they're getting more viewership. OAN, Newsmax.
Yeah, but
They're
the
getting
king,
more people.
dude. Okay. But how relieved do you think he is that Tucker didn't go there?
Very relieved. I mean, they probably couldn't afford him. Like, to be honest.
Could you imagine being him though for like that month? Just like,
no, I mean his job was over. You know, like I mean, he tries best to get like a collab with Tucker. You know, it's like, oh, can we have like a
can I be one of your yes men, Tucker?
Yeah, but no, he would be in the dust.
Oh, let me be one of you. No, he'll be one of his yes men on the side and some shit. Just be like, I agree with everything, Tucker. You're so smart.
Where you can't deny anything or question or debate.
Tucker. Yeah. I respectfully disagree. Oh, okay, Tucker. I'm sorry.
Just bad.
Now, I appreciate the work that you're doing. God bless you for being a veteran.
But
God
don't speak.
Shut up. Shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
Or shut up and shoot.
I appreciate your work to the People's Democratic Republic of North Korea, but push the train.
Listen, boy. We didn't hire you for talking. We hired you for killing.
You said the wrong thing.
Bang,
That's
bang,
why you're
bang.
not here. You said the wrong thing. Nothing personal. You didn't, rub his balls. And we can't have that here. We only got nut lasers here, boy.
Sweet Daddy Trump never done said nothing bad. I did.
Trying to get Americans out. But don't come on this program and take the talking points of the left and blame President Trump. That's not helping anybody. The Biden administration screwed this up from the very start. You know it. I know it. The country knows it.
This was a multi-presidential long fuck up.
And that's what he was saying too. It's like over so many administrations, just president after president promising this and promising. Yeah, they all failed to deliver.
And let's be
except
real.
for Biden, he tripped on his delivery. No doubt about that. He stepped on the food that came to your door, but it made it.
Look, man, there was just
five different Uber drivers, but it made it.
The Iraqi army still exists to this day in some form, but the Afghan army just doesn't. Why is that? It like you could say like it's because of how long we were there, but we were only like the difference is only like 5 years, I think, right? Like a couple of years. So, I mean, between the second invasion and Afghanistan. So it's like, so why like. The Taliban, at least in Afghanistan, are seen as more legitimate than any foreign any foreign occupied installed army, you know?
Yeah.
Like, whatever, like, the Iraqi Congress, the Iraqi army, that all still exists, but the Afghani army, that shit disintegrated in weeks. So, there was no way to pull this out clean because there would be no cover for them to pull out. They pulled out literally with Taliban troops at the edge of the airport. So, what are you going to do? Like, how is anybody going to do that cleanly? Honestly, I hate to say it. I'll give Donald Trump credit. I think it was done in probably the cleanest way it could have been done, which was a ceasefire was declared, and the Taliban gave them a limited amount of time to get their guys out. Like, that's the best you're going to do. And you know what's fucked up? It's a thing that we all don't want to think about, but it might become a problem. We might actually fight fight with Afghanistan against ISIS. We're already kind of like, they're one of the principal actors in the fight against ISIS. So,
but it really sucks to be a woman there now.
I mean,
God, man.
It's better. I will go on a limb and say if you're a woman, you will prefer living under Taliban rule than you will under ISIS. I will full on.
They would have preferred living under American.
They would have preferred living under the Afghani Democratic Republic or whatever the fuck we installed, but they were not a legitimized government. They didn't make them legitimate to the Afghani people. And there are a lot of reasons for that. We trampled on their culture. I think one of the biggest incidents is that the U.S. raided a mosque early on in the war. And that created some pretty bad ties. It's just like, we just didn't care about them that much, straight up. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are you going to do, you know? Like, we didn't care about the Iraqi people or the Afghanis. Yeah,
I don't think the administrators were there really to save.
Yeah. That's why I say the Taliban situation is the best they're going to get for now. Mm-hmm. It sucks because I'm actually of the opinion that maybe if you invite them into the international order, they might liberalize. But that might not. That might just make them more stable. Who knows? I don't know.
And to call them not hostages, I don't know how you don't call them hostages. They're stuck in Afghanistan with a country overrun with terrorists that are willing to kill them all.
You invaded a country and occupied it. Their people got their country back. As far as I see, like, we're the invader and the aggressor. It really sucks for us, and it sucks for those people we used and threw away. But, like, what are we going to do? Just never let them have their country back? Just keep it from them forever?
Just a war forever.
How many countries are out there right now with morals that we don't like? There's a shit.
Until you have a generation that doesn't have a living member that remembers that war. You know?
Yeah, it would be nice to have a generation that didn't. Yeah, it would be nice. But no, we're just constantly going to be at war forever. And it's not even like defending a country that exists. You guys want to actively cut the funding from Ukraine, but just interventions in Mexico, right?
Mm.
Ain't that great?
They want to send the military to Mexico because of the fentanyl crisis at the border.
Ain't that fucked up, though? It's like, we could help people in a war of self-defense and not even get involved. But we'd rather go invade some second world country to go fucking steal half its resources. Whatever, man. You don't, like, these people don't give a fuck about American troops.
No. That's pretty much...
I'm mad about that, man. I really am.
I bet you are.
All right.
Yeah, go drink your fucking whiskey.
Slow it down. Because...
Take your Adderall, too, I guess.
We got...
Bring up the next line of the teleprompter, you know?
Fuck your liver.
Hero coming up. That man's a real hero, too. He served.
No, he's not. He's a cunt.
Not a hero to Newsmax because you just kicked him off the air.
Exactly. That's what you really think of him. He's a cunt.
So you just trample on your heroes?
Yeah, you ever shut down one of your heroes? You ever just tell him that he's a bitch?